Hello, I'm Tom Wilson. I'm here to talk about the Aries-Libra, Libra-Aries love compatibility. Now the Aries is a fire, cardinal and positive sign, ruled by Mars, and its symbol is the ram. The Libra is an air, cardinal and positive sign, ruled by Venus, and its symbol is the scales. The male Aries, female Libra is a 5-star relationship, and the male Libra, female Aries is also a 5-star relationship. In this relationship, each lacks what the other possesses. Aries possess an instantaneous, rapid decision-making quality, and the Libran is the exact opposite. They carefully deliberate, they balance both sides, and they know the pros and cons before they make a decision. Consequently, the Aries can get themselves into a situation where they burst in and do something, and then they have to backtrack, because the Libran is saying, well, no, that's not quite right. And this, for a leader type such as Aries, does not make them feel very comfortable. The Aries can be rather blunt, even rude, and insensitive sometimes, whereas the Libra is subtle, calm, gentle, with a lovable smile, such that you always succumb to their charm offensive. In a way, the Aries is the decision maker and leader, but the Libran is the strategist. If the Libran is any good with dealing with people, he or she will pre-program the Aries such that they lead in the direction that the Libran wants them to. They will only come unstuck when the Aries makes a decision without consultation, and in a young relationship this can be very aggravating. However, if the partnership is made up of more mature, older, experienced individuals, they will have learnt some humility, such that they do consult before making major decisions. This alleviates the very painful climb down that the Aries have to suffer should they make a wrong decision. Now, when a tense situation is developing between the Libran and an Aries, the tension builds up and up to such an extent that the Libran finally lashes out with a vengeance and can literally scratch the Aries' eyes out. Having done that, they have gained their equilibrium, and whilst normally the Libran doesn't really want to get violent, in the confrontation they are of the view that the end justifies the means. So, as I say, in a mature couple, they would have been through this and sorted out the rules of engagement. Now, these two are very different decision makers. Aries believes that so long as a decision is made, that is fine, and as long as they are right 51% of the time, they're getting ahead. But a Libran wants better odds than that. The Libran is very circumspect and weighs up both sides of the equation very deliberately. If something cannot be totally rationalized, they end up feeling their way through a situation to arrive at a decision. It is with this feeling that is very hard to argue with. Oh, I feel that it's the right thing to do. Oh my God. Now, how do you argue with that? So the Libran is definitely not impetuous like the Aries. I have described Librans elsewhere on this website as being an iron fist in a velvet glove, and they are. I've experienced it. So whilst the Aries might be an energetic bluster, action and go-go person, the Libran is seeking quiet balance all the time. But they can reach a stage of such disequilibrium that all they can do to restore the balance, as I've said before, they lash out with an explosive temper that's something to be seen. In a way, their confrontations have different objectives. The Aries just wants to win the point, as it is my way or the highway, whereas the Libran wants to win and also achieve peace and harmony and the right decision. And they will be inordinately stubborn about it, inordinately stubborn, in order to achieve their objective. So in time, a mature relationship between a Libran and an Aries is a sight to behold. The Libran gently supports and builds the Ram's self-confidence, and for the Ram, they have a shy quality, and they're born with self-doubt. So the Libran will treat the Aries with gentleness, love and affection. They seldom harsh with them, because they just want peace and harmony themselves, all around them, all the time. But in many ways the Libran is the classic hand behind the throne, or the iron fist in the velvet glove. So, as I said at the beginning, these two have what each other's lacks. The Libran will be energized by the Aries, and the Aries will be modulated by the Libran. And they have very different energies. The Aries expends energy almost indiscriminately, whereas the Libran is quietly conserving energy in order to maintain their balance. Yes, they are very much opposites. The Aries is infuriatingly fast, and the Libran is infuriatingly slow. But in the end, they are mutually complementary, and it is an excellent relationship. Now, I've talked too long here, so I suggest you go to my website, Zodiac Sign Compatibility Chart.com, and there you'll find access to other websites such as Astrolab, Astrodensed, and here you can get free astrological charts with a certain amount of analysis. There's also Jonathan Kaner. He's a well-known English astrologer, and I suggest you read him for about a week, because I find him a little obtuse and need to sort of quietly get on his wavelength, and that takes a bit of time. Astrology.com is a huge American website offering all sorts of opportunities for personality analysis, relationships analysis, karmic analysis, Vedic analysis, your food, your daily horoscope, even your pets. Carl Boudreau is a lovely American astrologer. I call him a wise old owl, and he does a monthly YouTube video, and here he analyzes the positions of the major planets and tries to encapsulate the flavor of the month, so to speak. Are world leaders going to be conciliatory? Are world leaders going to be antagonistic? Are we quietly setting about putting our house in order? Or do we just want to stop for a while? He justifies the mood, rationalizes the mood, having analyzed the positions of the major planets. And his graphics are very good. There are book reviews on that site. They're the major texts one ought to read. Suzanne White and Sun Signs is another good one. There are book sales through Amazon, and then of course there's my monthly blog. Not a terribly heavy treatise, just quietly putting some little thing together. But most importantly and last is the compatibility chart. Now that is a list of the 12 female signs across the top and the 12 male signs down to the left, and at the junction of the two there's a star rating for that particular relationship and a sexy pithy comment about how the relationship might turn out. So I'll leave that with you. There is an awful lot of material on that site, I'm looking for the button to turn it off, sorry. And there we are. It's well worth a visit, and thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find the depth adequate. I can go a lot deeper and go into the Chinese stuff, etc. But no, this will suffice, and I hope you enjoyed it, and look after yourself. Thanks. Bye.